Hi. Good you came to our session. Thanks for joining the audience. As you can read over here, we are going to do an intensive live demo from Keith from Fraser Yachts. It's going to be about document automation. So if that's the topic you want to be looking at, you came to the right session. My name is Johannes Linder. I'm the lead technical evangelist by dox42. And luckily for today, I'm not alone, but I'm also joined by Keith Fowler, who is the CRM project manager at Fraser Yachts. Before we go into the live demo of the actual customer case, let me just give you some brief ideas about document automation that are very important in terms of the philosophy behind it. So those three people you probably know in every organization. There's IT, there's business, and there's marketing. When we consider this in a process of document automation, each of them wants something different, right? So from an IT perspective, security is important. Getting the right data is important. From the business perspective, let's consider a quote. You want to have the right information in your quote. Ideally, some discount, for example, that the customer should then get. From the marketing perspective, what's very important is, of course, the CI. So if there's any change in the CI or generally adapting the CI, so it's something that should be easy to be done. And for each of these people, if they use dox42 in their organization, it's going to be an easy process where marketing can design their documents in Microsoft Office. From a business perspective, they can change something in, for example, a quote, because it's a Microsoft Office document, they can edit. And from the IT perspective, everything is perfectly integrated into their Power Automate, into their CRM, into their finance and operations for all of their documents. Just a little bit about us. I'll probably step down here because then you can better see this. So the way we sell our software, the way we do projects is through partners. So in case you are a partner that does service for your customers and you're interested in this, get in touch with us. Those customers that you see down here, the good thing is it's completely cross-industry. So basically creating a document in a business process, it's kind of like, it doesn't matter if it's an HR process or if it's a sales process, if it's a legal process. At the end of the day, you have so many business processes that require documents, and then that's exactly what dox42 does. When we think about the challenges of document automation, just consider the strategy of Microsoft in terms of the applications at the moment, right? It used to be just F&O or just CE or just SharePoint, but in the customer's environment, with also especially Teams being, for example, cross technology, you want to use different applications for your data, and all of the data should get into your document. So you should be able to combine different data sources while at the same time using an application for SharePoint and, for example, for CRM, that still one person that knows how to design the documents can work with in different applications. On the other hand, the challenge that we see is also in terms of the output. So let's say you have a document that integrates data from Dynamics CRM, also some text blocks, for example, from SharePoint. Where would you want to put that document? Let's say, for example, again, saving it into a SharePoint library. And that's something we do. Or you just open the document. We will see many examples in a live demo in a second. And similar to the flexibility in terms of the input, you want to have the full flexibility in terms of the output. And that's exactly what this does. And if there's one thing that I hope that you can take away from today, so document automation and dox42 is a Lego brick that you can use in whatever application scenario you have for the niche of document automation. Very important thing, if you want to win a Lego camper van, you can do so, just scan the QR code. There are some simple questions there. We will do the raffle in about 1.5 hours. And yeah, one of the questions in there is something that we will cover now. Keith, I think it's the perfect moment to ask you, so when you kicked off your project with document automation, can you maybe, before going into the live demo, just very quickly describe your challenges you had before going into the document automation process?
Thank you, Johannes. So yeah, the challenges we had, we're in the super yacht industry. If I just quickly flick back to our website here and give you, maybe, hold on, just close this. There we go. Give you an example or let you see some of the dreams that we sell at Fraser Yachts. You know, this is a crazy world of multi-million euro, multi-million dollar yachts that very rich, very famous, very lucky people can buy. And the big challenge for us in that is the quality of the output document and the quality of the details we give to customers. They have very high expectations, as you can imagine. These people in this industry that are coming to buy or charter from us have got very high expectations. We had to be able to create a very high quality of output document very quickly and very easily. We've got a lot of salespeople all around the world who are talking to all these people. And if you know salespeople, you'll know that they're maybe not the best always at creating the greatest looking output documents and things like that. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn, but this is the real life case scenario here. So that was the thing for us. You know, we had to make it very easy for our users to be able to go onto our system, press a button or a couple of buttons very easily, create a very high quality, very nice looking output document that they could then print, they could send by email, or they could use in whatever way they want to go in and talk to their customer. So the previous solution we had didn't give us the quality we were looking for, and we had to try and look for a new solution. And that's when we came across dox42. We started working with them. We were very impressed with the quality of what they could produce, the integration that we could have between all the different data sources we have. We've got data stored in our dynamic CE environment. We've got data stored in SharePoint. We're using images which are in Azure. We've got images stored in a digital asset management storage bank as well. We've got a lot of different sources of data. We pull data also in from Word, from Excel, various other sources, and it's very, very easy for us to integrate that, combine all that together, and give us a very nice looking output document, as we say. So does that answer your question? Can I move on now to my bit? So I'm going to quickly show you in our CRM here, just a very quick example. So this is our CRM here. I won't drill in too much. There's a lot of confidential information in here. We've got about 18,000 yachts, full data in here about each of these yachts. This particular view that I've got here, I'm sure I don't need to teach you what a CRM view is. This view here is all the yachts that Fraser are currently listing for sale, and these are all the ones that you could find on our website if you wanted to have a look. So I'm going to go ahead and open up one of these ones here. So Tatouche currently for sale for 90 million euros. If anybody's interested, come and see me after the show. I'll be at the dox42 stand. So we can click in here, and we've got hundreds and hundreds of fields of data in here about this yacht. We can see all the images that we've got selected for her in here. So this is quite a customized development we've got within CRM itself. But the bit we're interested in here is up the top. We've got a custom button here that allows me, if I want to print off a brochure or send a PDF brochure about this yacht to one of my customers, I can go into CRM, I can play around, I can decide which images I want to choose, so I can very easily go in here and open up the image bank and select a different image if I want to appear on the document. I can choose from here. Once I'm happy with what images I've selected and what text I've got in here, I just go ahead and press Create Document. This is a little custom pop-up that we've got here that allows me to go in and select the different brochure template that I'm going to use. I can, in this case, I've got two options, US letter or A4. So I'm going to go ahead and select A4. I'm going to put one of my sales guys' details in, and you'll see where that appears in a minute. And as a user, that's all I've got to do. I have no clue now what's about to happen. As a user, I'm just going to press a button and get a really nice document, hopefully. Anyway, so I'll go ahead and do that. It's going to go through a couple of cycles here. It's going to pull the data from CRM. It's going to pull the images in from, we've got images, as I said, in Azure, and we've got a digital asset management system called File Robot. It's going to pull all that in together and compile it all into this PowerPoint that we see here. So I'll go ahead and open that up. And as you can see, we've got quite a nice looking document. If I put it into this view here, there we go. Oh no, maybe not. Let me close that. Was that better, was it? Yeah, probably was. But anyway, it's a PowerPoint document, as you can see. It's compiled the images, it's pulled all those in. The images all get dynamically resized, so I can specify within my template, and I'll show you that in a minute to the best of my technical ability, how we do that, but we can dynamically control the size of that image, so it doesn't matter what size or proportion or quality of image I'm pulling from, it will resize it for me into this document here. You can see it's put together a very nice looking brochure here. Because it's in PowerPoint, I have the ability, I can edit this, I can add my own comments or my personalization for the particular customer that I'm going to send this to. Or if I want, what I can actually do is save this against this yacht here. I can go in here and upload it back into CRM, and that would now be the specification that somebody could download from our website about this yacht. So I can very easily recreate a nice new PDF that they can download and use. So that's one case scenario. If I go back to our selection, the other type of document we produce is where we're going to meet a client and talk to them maybe about several yachts that they may be interested in. Or a couple of weeks ago we had the Monaco Yacht Show, and the guys had lists of all the yachts that were available to view so they could go around and show their prospective customers. So all I've got to do here is, again, from whichever view I've created, I can go in and select a few yachts here. We'll select Tatouche, and here I just pick a few different yachts. Again, we've got our Create Documents button here. We've got a few more templates that we can use here for different applications or different shows, whatever we want to do. This time I'll do it in a US letter. Again, I'm going to do it from one of our sales guys. Putting the salesperson's details in just puts their phone number and email address on the document, so it's there for the customer. I'm going to go ahead and create that. This time it's pulling data obviously from multiple records in CRM, from multiple yachts. It's pulling multiple images in from different sources again. And we see it's created this document very quickly. I'll open this up here, and what we see again is quite a nice looking output document that I can either save as a PDF, I can personalize, I can print, do whatever I want, and send this off to a customer. So, and obviously when I produce this, it's producing the dynamic data from CRM, so if the prices have changed, if anything's changed in there, that's going to automatically update. Okay, so far, is this good? Is anybody interested in one of these yachts, or is there anything more I can show you about one of these yachts? That's the reason I'm here, obviously. So what I want to show you now is just very quickly to give you the perspective of managing these templates that produce these documents. So in the background here, this is the template for the document we just saw, the selection here. So all this section of text here is just going to be repeated each time for every record that I've chosen. So if I choose 6 yachts, this will be repeated 6 times. 100 yachts, it will repeat through there. It's just a table. And the best thing about this, from my perspective, is because this is a Microsoft Office document, I can hand this over to our marketing team, who can then, make this visually very, very attractive, or they can give me a document to start with, and then I can go in and add in all the links from all the different data sources, and make it deliver what they want. So because it's in Word or in PowerPoint or in whatever a Microsoft Office product we're using, it's very, very easy to do that, very simple for people to customize this and make it look very good. As I say, as Johannes showed in his, these blue fields, these are all the links to the data fields that are coming in. I said I would show you the photo one, so if I double click on the photo field, what we'll see here, is it's selecting it as a type of image. It's giving 196, which I think is the width, so I can specify the width. The height will then dynamically change based on the type of image. So that means I'm in control of the size of that image, regardless of the size of the image that's coming from our system in the background, whether it's our DAM or whether it's our Azure storage or whatever. So I think it's very easy. You know, for me, I can then go and create new templates. So for the Monaco Yacht Show 2 weeks ago, I went and created a new template that the guys wanted to use. I simply create it here on my desktop. I can run a test from here. So when I've configured it, when I've played around with it, when I'm happy, I just go in and I can say, okay, generate a document. I've got some pre-populated data here. I can decide which environment I'm pulling from, and I can go ahead and generate a test document again on my desktop. So I can then view it side by side with the template, and I can reconfigure it, I can edit the template, I can move things around, I can pass it back to my marketing colleagues who can then tell me that they want something bigger, smaller, wider, different shade of blue, whatever it is they want. This is the document that we've just produced here again on my desktop. So I can do that, I can play around, I can edit this as long as I want, and then it's a very simple process for me once I'm happy with my template. It's very simple for me just to go into CRM. It's within the CRM settings here. I've got the dox42 configuration. I just upload my new template in here. Once that's saved and uploaded, that will then become available in the menu here that I've got. So you can see I've got 4 here, but I can very easily remove these templates, add a different one, change it for the Monaco Yacht Show 2 weeks ago. We've got the Fort Lauderdale show coming up in 2 weeks. They're going to want different templates and different documents for that. So it's very easy for me to do that. And I'm non-technical, so this is great. I can do this at my desk. I'm quite happy to do that. If I need a bit more support, the guys at dox42 are fantastic and always helping me out with that. But the best part about this is the user experience. It's so simple for our users to press 3 buttons and they get a very nice looking output document that hopefully they can go off to a client and sell them a nice yacht, which is what we're all about, really. So is there anything else you want me to demo here, Johannes? So we've got a couple of minutes left. Or any questions?
Allowing the salesperson in this document creation process to actually go in and be able to edit, so choose different images, change the text, is that all possible, or does it actually, this is what you're going to have and that's it?
Because the question was, can we edit the text for the production of the document? So I could go into CRM here. Let me just do that. So I can go in and go into one of these yachts. If I come out of this, hold on. Sorry, I think I've lost my connection to the internet. But I could go into CRM and select a different image or change the text in CRM. And then when I produce the document, that will be on that document. But that would then, for our case, that would then update that same image and that same text on our website and any other outputs that we have. Or the other answer to that question is that, yeah, we can produce the document, which is just a PowerPoint or a Word document, and then edit the text within that as a custom output document for that particular customer. So if you didn't want that customer to read one thing, or you wanted him to read something else, or you wanted to add a bit more specific to him because I don't know, that he likes something special on yachts, or they've got a Michelin-starred chef on board or something, you could put that detail in for him specifically. But if you did it in CRM, that's then updating for everybody. Yeah, so everybody would then see that. So there's 2 answers to that, if that answers your question. Yeah.
And maybe just to add, I think in terms of the process, it's something that you wouldn't really think about. What happens when you use professional document automation is that because, like standard sales rep, you generate the code, where the customer requires a difference. In a copy-paste scenario, they would probably just change it in the document. if that person leaves the organization or is on vacation, nobody would ever know that has happened. But if with that help, you get user adoption for the professional document automation, again, for example, BI tools, you'd have the right and correct data in your system. So even management decision that you might take wrong because it's not in the system will be in the system because of document automation. It's for me an incredibly easy but still very powerful aspect of a process that doesn't really affect document automation directly, but management-wise is very important, right? Any other questions? Comments?
Maybe a 1 week trial. 99%. Can you even afford 1%?
This was just a hidden sales event for them. It wasn't really about us.
Recognize the brand when you're walking around arenas and admiring what you might or might not be able to do.
For the sake of testing it, we should a quote and see if it looks as nice as we just showed. Okay, so well then, I think it's a perfect moment for an applause for this one. Thank you very much, Keith. Always a pleasure. Thanks you guys for joining our session, and I hope you join us at the SharePoint at some point. And of course, 5:30 raffle at our booth. Thank you.